Okay, if you're using your Singer 160th anniversary edition sewing machine and it gives you a C6 error, that is a thread breakage error. And even if your thread isn't broken, you can still get that error, because what it is there is a thread sensor up in this area of the machine. And that thread breakage sensor is pretty nice, because if you ever run out of thread here, or your thread does actually break, it'll tell you, so you know to replace your thread, so it can prevent any issues when you're sewing your project. But basically, when you're threading this area up here, whenever you're threading for normal sewing, you want to be in front of this hook here, and just kind of go in front of it, and then you want to go behind and underneath this black piece here. You can kind of floss that back and forth. That makes sure that it's in the thread sensor properly. Also, when threading, make sure to have your presser foot in the up position. If it's not in the up position, that can cause you not to thread your machine properly. It won't get into the tension properly, and that could result in poor machine tension. But again, basically what you want to make sure of here is just hold it with two hands. Go in front of this metal hook, and you can kind of lift up there just to make sure you're on that metal hook. Then go behind and underneath this black, well, the whole machine is black, but underneath this piece here, and then pull towards you. Then you can kind of floss back and forth. And if you listen, you won't be able to hear it in this video, but if you listen, you can kind of hear a wheel turning back and forth, and also you can feel it on your fingers here when you're flossing back and forth. There's a wheel that this thread is getting in, and as the thread is feeding through the machine, this wheel is turning, and that tells the machine that there's thread moving through the machine. So if the thread stops moving, that's what sets that C6 error off. So it's basically telling the machine, hey, there's no thread moving in here. So that makes the machine think you have a thread breakage error. So then you just go on straight down to your needle. Again, making sure the presser foot is in the up position when you're threading. If you happen to be threading your bobbin, again, you want to go in front of this hook here, under and behind this black plastic piece. Then you'll see a little metal guide here. That's for the thread to ride against, so it won't eat through the machine when the thread's spinning. How I do it, and it actually shows a picture of it here, is this little metal wheel. I go around it. There, you'll notice there's a little washer, a little spring-loaded washer here, and that gives it tension when it's going to the bobbin, so it'll wind you a nice, tight, even bobbin. So you just go between that little washer and the flathead screw, and then I just go on the right-hand side of that, which is here, and then I just wrap it all the way around one time. And that way it's fully around, it can't get from underneath there. Then I go over and wind my bobbin. And then again, when you go to unthread it, you'll just unwrap it, and then come straight back down, thread your machine. But again, this thread monitor is extremely important, and I'll just show you one more time. It's best to hold the thread with two hands, hook here, go behind and under the piece here, and basically when you go on that hook, that thread's going to slide down that hook, and if you go and look on this side of it, you'll see a little catch that the thread goes in. Again, you can floss it back and forth, make sure it's in there good, and then go straight down, go ahead and thread your needle. But I'll do that kind of again in a slower motion so you can see. Hook, then go behind here, and then this will kind of drop down that hook down to the bottom. Pull down and thread your needle. And that's how you thread the thread sensor and resolve the C6 thread breakage error on the Singer 160th Anniversary Edition sewing machine.